Okay, hello everybody, my name is Noah Guzman and welcome to another Let's Play video. Today I'm going to be playing a cool game called Doom. This was a game that broke the entire video game market. This just was the first introduction of real first-person shooters. Also, the 3D graphics were amazing for its time. It was released for PC DOS, so this is very ancient technology. It was back in 1993 when the first Doom was released, and it was developed by ID Software and it was published by GT Interactive. However, I'm going to be playing a game, I'm also going to be playing Doom, but released, I believe, if my math is correct, 23 years later than the original Doom. So this is the Doom that came out last year in 2016. This was also developed by the same people who made the first one, ID Software, but it was published by Bethesda, the same people who are responsible for Fallout and the Skyrim series, the Elder Scrolls franchise. So there's not much else introduction that I have to do. I kind of loaded up an arcade game here. Basically, I'm just going to be playing through a level in the game without any story content, really, just to try and get as many points as possible. So we're just going to jump down here, and you can see already think of the graphics back in 1993, and then look at the graphics on this game now. This is just completely different. And I actually played this game when it was released, and well, I don't seem to really tell if I'm doing damage anymore, but I can't really remember if that was the case back then as well. But you can see just the graphics of this thing. You have just the animations of this game, the glory kills, I think that they're called, just are amazing. The violence is insane. Obviously violence is not the best thing, but in a game like Doom, where violence is the only answer, then that's pretty insane as well. So we're kind of here on the Demon Homeworld. I forgot what the name of it was, but we're on the Demon Homeworld just killing all the dudes. And it's starting to get a little bit hectic here, but it doesn't really matter because, as you can see, I have the berserking mode here. I have a 32 times score multiplier, so this is pretty insane right now. And I know that there's going to be some other demons that come in. I don't believe it's just this area here. I believe it's the whole level. Okay, so let's go ahead and charge up the shotgun here. These guys are a pain to deal with because they take less damage up front, so you kind of want to dodge them and trying to do damage from the back, but it's really tough to do. So we'll just bring out the chainsaw, kill this dude real quick. And I know this probably isn't the most appropriate game for a school project, but it was one of the only ones I had installed on my computer, actually, so because I just got a new computer, so I didn't really have much to work with. Otherwise, I would have had to wait almost a day for this thing to install because it's a huge game file. But yeah, so I mean, the main premise of this is that there's aliens invading Earth from whatever planet this is from, and your goal in this iteration of the game is to go through the labs and figure out first who opened the portal, and then to try and destroy the portal. Now, there's been, I guess, multiple versions of Doom Guy, or this is the only Doom Guy. So when I say Doom Guy, I mean the protagonist, the guy that I'm playing as. He's an unnamed space marine, so he actually doesn't even have a name. But the community decided to start calling him Doom Guy after the first Doom was released, and because there was really no other name for him. Obviously, they don't want to just name him something like Dave or Max when he doesn't have a name. So Doom Guy seemed to fit the best. So you're obviously just trying to kill all the demons in the portal here. Now, I don't know if this game mode, the arcade game mode, is just killing these guys as much as possible in a time limit, because I actually didn't look, but it seems to be in the left corner there is a time limit. Well, not a time limit, but a time for finishing. And I think we're starting to get to the end here. I think this guy is highlighted because he might be the last guy to kill. Let's see, where did he go? Alright, just snipe him there. Mid-air kill. Yeah, so there are a ton of different guns. You see, I've used a rocket launcher, I've used a shotgun, there's a pistol. This one's called the Gauss Cannon because you can either do a quick fire there, quite a low energy fire, or you can go ahead and charge it up. Well, this one it would be zooming in, but you see the things on the side there, the left and right, they show the power of your charge. So that can one-shot a lot of people. This is the Pulse Cannon, I believe it's called. Pulse Cannon. This just does a lot of primary damage, primary weapon damage. Let's see what else we got. We got the minigun, of course. If we hold down the right click, then we're going to charge up the gun, the spin, so that we can already start firing immediately. Otherwise, if we just start holding down the left click, we have to charge it up, and then it goes into max fire mode. We got a couple other things here. Let me see if I can cycle through more of the weapons. We have just a regular assault rifle, just shoots normal bullets. You can scope in and do some more damage from long range. Pretty nice. So yeah, I can't remember exactly. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna go down here. We have a double barrel shotgun because no dungeon crawler sort of game like this that first person shooter can't really survive without a double barrel shotgun, of course. What else do we have? I think there's a couple others. I know there's a really cool one. I think it's called the BFG, which you guys could probably tell what that stands for. But yeah, that seems to be all of the guns. There's plenty of guns that you unlock throughout the campaign. It's pretty interesting as to how you get them, because sometimes it's just, okay, well, you found it in a room, so here you go. Other times you have to actually design it yourself, so it's pretty interesting. But yeah, there's not much gameplay. Like this level in particular might not have been the best choice because there's a lot of walking down these hallways, but the game seems to consist of like areas where there's just going to be multiple waves of enemies. So at the beginning you saw that there was a lot of enemies there. Then we had a long haul to get to this next area, which is going to have another long range of enemies. So after you do a lot of damage and they start to get that orange highlight on top of them, then you can go ahead and I think it's called eliminate them, or execute them. That's what I'm talking about. You execute them with the F button, which is the melee. So now we've got quad damage. Unfortunately though, that probably wasn't the best time to actually use it because, well, there's nothing to kill, so we don't have any damage potential right now. Maximum multiplier? Okay, so we're starting to get into this now. I think if we do damage there we go. So start to kill these things. Pretty simple. Since we do have quad damage, that actually means that we could save up on some of our ammo, because it'll take less ammo to actually kill something, because we're going to do more damage per shot. But yeah, so you guys can kind of get the gist of this. I don't want to bore you with too much, so that's kind of what Doom is currently. A huge graphical overhaul. Definitely was a staple at the beginning for first-person shooters, and now you see like almost every game released now is some form of a first-person, whether it's first-person shooter or just first-person adventure game like how Skyrim can be. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a later video.